Hey you guys, Geoffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning here, and it's a beautiful Sunday morning. We've got sun, we got blue sky, we've got, some clouds up there. But what we're going to go ahead and do, just got this apartment here. I'm going to come upstairs. Now this is an apartment complex. We do a bit of cleaning here, so anytime there's a turnover, we get to clean these places. And most of the time they're not bad. They do put some pretty high grade nylon carpeting in here. Typically you're used to seeing polyester and pretty much everything, but they actually are pretty smart. I mean, they do the nylon so that I come in through here, clean it up, and they don't have to change the carpet like at every single tenant. So basically what we have is a 2-room apartment, very basic. They all have closets, same size, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, pretty much the same size. You've got some grease, probably furniture or something that was laying there. Got this little hallway, and then we have a front room / dining room around the corner here. So there is a bit of traffic. We are going to do a pre-vacuum. Usually there is quite a bit of debris on these carpets. What we are going to do, we are going to use as a chemistry, we're going to use an encapsulation solution. I'm going to CRB it and see where we're at before we even do any extraction, if we need to do extraction. I like to have this be an opportunity to at least stress test things to see where we're at. What I did is I made up our peroxide-based cleaning solution with a bit of high pH to deal with these high traffic areas, and then we also boosted it with Spot and Boost. Probably double the recommended amount just to get a little bit more oomph out of it. And then we will see where we're at. So that's the plan of action. We're going to pre-vac, we're going to pre-spray, and we are going to CRB the heck out of these carpets and see what kind of results we can get. Alright, so I just completed a pre-vacuum in this place. I did a pretty heavy vacuum with our Kirby vacuum cleaner, and I'm always pretty impressed by what this thing is actually able to do. So this bag was brand new when we started. I just put the brand new bag in it the other day, hadn't even used it, and it's already probably 30 to 40% full, and that's pretty heavy. So that's compressed debris such as dirt and sand and whatnot in there. It's not carpet fibers and fuzz, because carpet fibers and fuzz are not heavy. And I'd say that thing probably weighs, 2 or 3 pounds. So this thing really pulls the dirt up. But that's just a testament of, these carpets didn't look heavily soiled when we came in here to begin with. And when we came in with the vacuum, and obviously we pulled a few pounds of debris out of the carpeting, keep in mind that you can't do that when you're doing encapsulation cleaning, because if you're encapsulating and there's 3 pounds or more of debris that's in the carpeting that could be vacuumed out, that's like 3 pounds of debris that you're leaving in the carpets. So, and also if you're doing hot water extraction, that's potentially 3 pounds of dirt that's just going to turn to mud on you while you're cleaning. And statistically, you're only pulling out about 65% of the water and dirt anyway, so that's pretty high possible percentage of just dirt that you're leaving behind. And so you knuckleheads who aren't doing a pre-vacuum, shame on you. You're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing your customers a disservice. So at least invest in a decent vacuum cleaner and do some vacuuming. It'll make your life easier in the long run, because you'll be able to do a better job. Your customers will be able to see that you're doing a better job. And for you cheap carpet cleaners out there who've got like 5 to 10 trucks running around, I'm not even going to compete with that. So you guys can go do your $49 carpet cleaning all day long, all over the place. Have at it. Okay, so we got our solution line running in. I'm just going to try to get it out of the way so it's not a tripping hazard. Should be pretty good. And I've got orange cone down there. So, should be fine. We're good to go. So, our 5-quart HydroMaster produces roughly 6 gallons of cleaning solution. However, I didn't want to do 6 gallons because we're using peroxide. Peroxide stuff has a decay rate. After about 16 hours, it pretty much starts going bad. So I only wanted to make up 2 gallons of solution. So, how do you go about figuring out how much concentrate you have to put into that 5-quart container? Little trick. It's a little bit of algebra. I do it all the time. Very easy to figure out. So if 5 quarts equals 6 gallons, basically you say 5 equals 6, then you put in x equals 2. So what is the correlation between the two of them? Well, first I would start with the 6 gallons and the 2 gallons that we have there, and I would say what divided, or 6 divided by what equals 2, and I would say 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So I would divide both the 5 and the 6 by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we have x equals 2. Now, what is 5 divided by 3? Well, without pointing out a calculator, I can tell you it's 1.666. So 1.666 quarts of concentrate equals 2 gallons of cleaning solution. Boom. That's how you do the math. This isn't a math lesson though, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our pre-spray. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out because if I was using another cleaning solution that did not contain peroxide, I would have just made up the full 5 quarts, but we're not wanting to use 5 quarts in here. I'm probably just wanting to use 2 gallons. And 2 gallons might even be heavy, but we'll go ahead and do it anyways and make sure everything gets thoroughly cleaned. Alright, so this is a pile of hair that came out with our CRB. I mean, that's a huge pile of hair that was in the carpets. And there's absolutely no way in the world that any traditional wand hot water extraction is ever going to pull that amount of hair out of the carpets. In fact, I would argue that a rotary tool such as a 360i may not even be able to pull that much hair out of the carpets. I don't know. I don't really have any experience using them, but that's a lot. And it will clog your filter up in your truck. So I'm glad that I got it out with our CRB here. Now, as far as the traffic areas actually came out a lot better than I thought that they would with just using a CRB. At first, I was thinking that I was going to go ahead and go over them again with some steam cleaning. But after seeing how much lighter and cleaner these carpets look right now, I'm thinking maybe not. I'm thinking I'm just going to go back through and rake them out. However, you know what? I think I am going to plug in our wand and just wand these areas that look dark. I mean, this looks like it could be wand real quick. Basically just this little area in here needs to be wand. Maybe around the edge. I think it might be dark because it's wet. These are areas that I hit up harder than the other areas because they needed a little bit more attention. And then of course the brunt of everything was right here, and this actually turned out the best of anywhere. So I'm thinking that if this turned out so good, that the bedrooms will probably turn out really good once they dry a bit as well. But that's encapsulation cleaning for you. It does a really nice job. And I'm going to go ahead and run a hose up and see about hitting that bedroom now. And as you can tell, this definitely benefited quite a bit from just a light extraction. Now, the CRB and the encapsulation solution did all the soil suspension for us, so all we had to do was go over it lightly, and it looks really good. And I anticipate that the rest of the rooms will turn out this way. Let's take a look as we go. And this other bedroom came out absolutely beautiful as well. All we had to do was just a light steam cleaning, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. Okay, the dining room is raked out and it's looking really good. It's actually looking a lot better than I thought it would. What we did, again, CRB'd and extracted, and it looks really nice. And here we have the rest of the front room. Now there is a little bit, well, it looks darker. It probably is a variation of traffic and wet. So, this is like a hybrid carpet of some sort. I mean, it absorbing water like nylon, but it displays a lot of properties of polyester. So without doing a fiber test, I honestly don't know what these are. These are probably like a high-end polyester, if in my opinion. That's probably what I would guesstimate these to be, because they are really durable. They are absorbing some water. They're a lot more wet than what polyester generally is, but they show the impressions and stuff where furniture and things are, and they don't rinse out very well. So there you have it, hybrid carpets with hybrid carpet cleaning. Did the best we could. It looks really good. I'm happy with it. So Howells Carpet Cleaning, Milwaukie, Oregon, Gladstone, Happy Valley, and Clackamas. Need some carpet clean done, feel free to give me a call directly at 503-939-0534, and I'll catch you in the next video. Adios.